Yo, we're live. I thought there was an intro video. I was pretty sure. I'm pretty confident that there's a Web3 Breakfast intro video, but it didn't go. Hey, I'm going to play it, though. Here we go. I'm going to just give ourselves a minute, get the room filled up. Make sure you guys retweet the space. Smash the like button if you're watching the live stream. I'm going to play the little intro. Give a second for people to get in here. We'll be right back. Let's go. Welcome. Web3 Breakfast. There we go. We got the intro in. Welcome, GM, everybody. My goodness, the Web3 Breakfast is back. Happy Valentine's Day as well. I am wearing the Valentine's Day edition Web3 Breakfast hat. If you did not know, if you are listening on the space, we're also doing the stream. I got it running. I was double merched today. Right now, we got 3 logos on the screen: my hat, my microphone, and then the logo on the overlay. I was wearing my hoodie, and then we would have had quad logo. That's one way to make a comeback, or we'll just wear the hat. But we're gonna wear it backwards because I like that. There we go. GM. I know it's been a long time since we had a Web3 Breakfast, but I figured I've been actually thinking about this. Like, listen. If we were to keep Web3 Breakfast alive, like, and we were going to do it one day a week just to start, just to kind of see how everybody wants to do this, and then maybe there's some days other people want to host it or whatever, we'll figure all that out. But if we were going to come back for at least one day, what would be the day to do it? Of course, Friday Pizza Day. Smash the like button if you are watching over on YouTube. Hit the heart if you are watching on X. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Whew. What a crazy day. If you guys, now the whole point of doing this space, remember that, is to have you guys be a part of it. So if you want to come to the space stage, all you got to do is raise your hand. You know, it's the old rules still apply. All you got to do is raise your hand and come on up, and we can definitely get into a conversation about anything you want, anything at all. We can talk about crypto, we could talk about metaverse, we can talk about meme coin, whatever you want. But feel free to come on up here. In the interim, for the sake of just not trying to talk to myself, I will bring up at least some crypto numbers. Seeing as how there's no afternoon show, which, by the way, as you guys know, if you have been paying attention, the afternoon show still goes on, 4 p.m. We do that Monday through Thursday, and then we're going to do Web3 Breakfast on Friday mornings. And so this way, we got the 5 streams a week. We're good. We're also doing a video every single day, or trying to at least, and that's the new system. So instead of doing 2 streams a day, it's just down to 1, which I think is better for the algorithm anyway. Preparing 2 live streams a day was getting a little fucking crazy. Shout out to the chat. I see Crypto Antagonist says no fucking politics. Absolutely, we are not talking politics. As you know, that's what got us shut down originally. Is we just got too hot and heavy on the politics, and we said no way. That's it. So no politics, especially Canadian politics. I don't want to hear anything about Canadian politics. We got our own problems here in the States, baby. Although we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's open up CoinMarketCap because I feel like today's going to be a good day. I like to see, if you look at my ticker that I got here at the Ondo Summit, every time I kind of glance up there, the coin that's up seems to be a green candle, a green chart. So I love to see that. I love to see that we are green with the coins that we have chosen to add into the ticker. If you're thinking, you're sitting there watching and you're looking all the coins go by, and I believe XRP is where it starts. And I think whiff is where it ends, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the life cycle of the ticker. If you want something on there, a coin that you don't see, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat, and I could probably throw it on the old ticker for you. It's pretty easy. There's just a website that I go to and just type in the ticker and bada boom, hit save. I appreciate the comments on the pizza shirt. As you guys know, when you show up to a pizza party, you wear a party shirt, and this is what I wear to all my pizza parties, is my pizza shirt, because it just makes sense. Now, I did realize I've got this in white, and usually I wear a lot of black t-shirts, black hoodies, all that stuff. I wear a lot of, black on black. That's the uniform. I saw recently they've got a black version now, so I'm gonna have to get it. I will have to get the black pizza shirt so that I've got two options, the darker choice, even though it'll probably blend in pretty well with the background. I don't care. It's the uniform, baby. So, all right, let's open up the coin market cap. Let me hit this here. Again, remember, if you guys want to come up and chat about crypto, whatever, you're more than welcome. Just raise your hand. Come on up to the stage. Anything and everything as far as blockchain and life and whatever goes. I'm okay with that. All right, the current market cap, 1.29% today. So I know it's not major, but hey, at least it's not red. I know that we've had a lot of shitty days lately, so it's nice to see that. Bitcoin is up to, I feel like this is literally 3 days in a row we're talking about Bitcoin at $97,000. Like, why is that? Why won't this thing just make a freaking move? Come on, Bitcoin. It's like that meme, right? Or the GIF, the Giphy or the Jiffy, whatever you say, where it's the Bitcoin guy poking Bitcoin with a stick, saying, "Come on, do something." I think we are all collectively ready. But remember, crypto, the markets. I think it's if I'm not mistaken, we can look this up. I'm going to look it up so I don't butcher it. Warren Buffett, patience quote. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. And I believe that same rule applies. Now, look at this. I believe that same rule apply. I wish Matthew was here, because if Matthew was here, he could probably point us to it right away. But over in his book, Warren Buffett in a Web3 World, I would think that there's probably like a patience. I mean, I know that that's a famous quote. Maybe it was too cliche for him to put in there, but nothing in the contents there that would say this is where you look. And I don't want to waste any more time. But Dano, what's up, my dog? How are you?
Yo, J-Chains, why are you so cool, man?
Dude, why are you so cool?
I love the quote. It's perfect for what's happening right now. It's, we got memories of a goldfish and we're all trying to chase the pump, but yeah, we all have to maybe learn meditation right now.
yeah. This is, it's like we almost got the bear market blues in the middle of a bull run, but I think honestly, like the news is too bullish. It's just way too the ecosystem is just going through this fundamental stage, right? Where we're all watching this happen with the current administration kind of welcoming blockchain and crypto. We're seeing it around the world happen. I put out a video yesterday on my channel. If you guys get a chance, watch it. I'm just doing short. They're just like short, like 2-3 minute little things with some information and all that stuff. And so this one was about what's going on with like global adoption of Bitcoin, right? Like here in the United States, like I think the number that was in the video that I put was 16. I think it's up to like 20 something now, or it was like 20. Now it's like 25 or whatever. Where like the number of U.S. states that are really like trying to have a state basis Bitcoin reserve. And then we've got it on a federal level. And then we see internationally a lot of countries that are, starting to participate. So it's like, all right, it's going to happen. Like literally, like there was another quote another article that I'd seen the other day, and somebody said something to the effect of like, when you get to like $1 trillion or multi-trillion-dollar assets, don't go away. Like it's just not going to happen with Bitcoin, where it's at market cap, which is what is it 1.9. So we've been over 2 trillion, but 1.9 trillion right now is the market cap for Bitcoin. Like you guys, like you understand, like if anybody that would be capitulating or selling right now is just foolish. That's my opinion, but Anyway, are you, Dano, are you buying, hodling, selling? What are you doing right now?
I am buying. I am hodling. I finally kind of just, took a little bit of a break from trying to be in the trenches because I think the trenches are making people go literally insane. So, I mean, there's so much PvP happening. I mean, we had all the Binance stuff, the broccoli debacle.
Yeah,
So,
that was crazy. It was like within seconds, there was how many broccoli coins were spun up?
dude, I mean, we should have expected that. But, I mean, it's kind of just the nature of what's been happening with all the coin creation, platforms. It's like there's bound to just be like degeneracy, but it's interesting how the market ends up choosing whatever quote the winner would be. But it's kind of it's interesting because like when you think about how we used to trade meme coins, it was like we only had like a few, so it was
Right.
like we could easily rally behind something like Doge or Pepe or Shib, or it seemed like more of a rallying movement. So I think that's where people are maybe getting a little discouraged of the memes because of the nature of how many there are. So it's just like it becomes such a thing of a discussion like do we just keep PvPing each other or do we actually stop and believe in something, But
yeah, I think that that's a really good point.
You are.
That's something that I was talking about yesterday afternoon on my show, and it was in relation to WIF, right? Because what I had been saying, and I think a lot of us didn't really expect, and this was, let's go back, rewind a few months ago, where we didn't really understand like what was happening as far as like the whole meme coin ecosystem with, you get Trump launching a coin, and then all of a sudden everybody's doing it. And I know we had a lot of dilution, but the ecosystem itself is changing in a much different capacity, right? Like what you were saying is in 2017 when I got here and up until probably 2022, maybe somewhere around there, it's like, the options were a little more limited, especially for the meme coins, right? And so when I was talking about WIF, was like months ago, was saying like, all right, when people come into Solana, WIF is the number one meme coin. It's going to be it's the chosen one, right? But now I feel like the meme coin market itself is so diluted that no matter who comes in, when retail does finally pile into here, and I doubt like the institutional people are going to start loading up on the memes like WIF or whatever, but maybe. But when retail does start to come in to the space, probably in H2 this year, Q3, H2, depending on how you guys want to call it. We like saying H1 and H2 around here. We got that from SWE. And so I've been using that one. I like that. It gives us a little bit more wiggle room if we say that than pinning down to a specific 3 months, if that makes sense. And so with that being said, I forgot where I was. I went on that tangent about the halves. But at the end of the day, mass adoption's coming. I don't know where I was going with it. But here, really quick, a little room reset. If you are watching the live stream, I do want to, this is something I've been doing on the afternoon show, and I love this. Here's a quick word from, oh no, it's not in here. And my camera just shut off? That's wild. So I've got this. Let me switch. Go. Here's a word from our sponsors really quick.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
There you go. All right. So that was obviously my daughter. If you were not watching the live stream, that was my daughter. And she likes to come in. Her favorite thing at the end of the day, like when they come to scoop me up at the end of the day, she wants to hop in the saddle and jump on the mic and tell everybody to smash the like button. So it's been fun. So not really a sponsor. It's just my daughter. But anyway, all right, let's bring. Hey, if anybody wants to, you're down in the show, you're down in the space, you want to come up to the stage, you are more than welcome to. That's what we're doing today, is we are chit chat, and this is a Web3 Breakfast, man. This is the show for the people, by the people. So come on up. Hash, I see you down there. No Canadian politics today, though. All right, let me see here. Let's just, until I can figure out what's going on with this here camera issue, I'm going to bring up the coin market cap, and then let's bring up trading view. Let's look at some charts. You guys want to look at some coins? Come on up here. Hey, Hash, there we go. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, my G?
Holy shit. It's Pizza Friday and Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you and everyone else here. No Canadian politics today.
Happy Valentine's
Plus,
Day.
soon it will
to you,
just
sir.
be-
How are you?
Oh my God, I loved that message from your sponsors. That was amazing.
Right. If you get a chance to view it, I don't know if you were watching the live stream, but it's actually a little video clip. It's really cute.
Ooh, I'll have to take a look because I did miss it on the live stream. I like to have you your face on my PC and then the space on my phone. That's how I like to consume J-Chains.
Nice. What you been up to, dog? What's good?
Oh man, life's good. I've been crushing these longs. I'm trying to stay away from these shorts. Had a nice, little come up on some Ondo and some Sui and some Sol leverages this week, which has been nice. Still open in a Solana position. Should have probably closed it at 204, but I was asleep. How you doing? How's it going? How's trading? How's life?
Good, man. Have not been doing a whole lot of trading. I would say that my life has been very hectic for the last little bit here. But we're doing good, Uh-oh. What in the world is that?
It's Morse code.
Wow, that's weird. That's for a microphone that's not even on. Oh, that was strange. Anyway. That's gone though. Like that clicking is gone now, right?
Yeah, no clicking. I don't hear it.
Okay, great. Man, that's strange. I'm sure it's, the tech, the energy is going to feel off a little bit. And so my tech is going to be the recipient of that energy, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Good morning, J-Chains.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I just want to say I love your energy, man. I watch all of your live streams and your videos. Every time I wake up in the morning, it's like perfect timing. So I just wanted to let you know that here. It's really encouraging.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that.
Energy and passion.
Thank you. It means a lot. It's been great. The support system of people in our community here at Web3 Breakfast you guys are amazing. And just, crypto people in general have, a lot of outreach. And I know everybody's dealing with shit, but, it's been an interesting several weeks for sure. And so I appreciate everybody that's reached out, all the well wishes and support and messages and everything and kind words and everything, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. Everybody that's saying some kind things. So thank you all.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of speakers and stuff out there. A lot of spaces. So it's we need to encourage one another more.
Yeah, hell yeah. We've taken a little break off of doing the show as a space, but bringing it back on Fridays. I'm really excited about that because it's like it has been difficult, not being able to connect like we were. That was the whole point of the show was really, and it was like Web3 Breakfast itself. Like this came out of a bear market when there was really not much going on and the sentiment was terrible, and we did it to stay together. And I don't know, we really found something that was special. And at the end of the day, having it on Pizza Fridays of all days, come on, man, this is going to be great. What a day to come back on Valentine's Day. And just so you guys know, here we go. I'm giving you guys some cookies. My wife made these heart cookies. One has pink frosting, one has white frosting for Valentine's Day. She made them for all the girls at the, I don't know if it's dance class or gymnastics today, something. One of the things that they got going on. And so I got a little cookie bag myself. So happy Valentine's Day. I will be eating cookies throughout the show now that I told you that I have them. Because there's no way I can't eat them. They're delicious. Just a sugar cookie with a simple frosting. You guys know that powdered sugar frosting that is so good. It reminds you of like being a kid. Great with a coffee too. What's everybody's Valentine's Day plans? Can you guys spill the beans, or do you have like surprises that your wife can't find out, or your ladies, or what's a good word? We are making, here's the deal. I'll go first. I know most of the time people don't want to be the first one to offer up what they're doing. So I'll tell you. All right. Obviously, here at the studio, going to be working. We're doing some things today. Man, what the fuck is going on with the camera? That's wild. Anyway, so we will be, I'll be here. And then when my ladies pick me up, we are going to go. I don't know if we're going to go to the gym or if we'll just go back and hang out to the house. But we are making pizzas tonight. We are making heart-shaped pizzas. So when you see my proof of pizza, my proof of pizza picture today, they will be heart-shaped pizzas. So that's what we are going to be doing. And then I assume after dinner, one of the favorite things is to have a little ice cream and then watch a family movie. So that's what we're going to do for Valentine's Day. And if anybody else wants to, say what they're going to be doing for their Valentine's Day plans, make sure if you are in the crowd and you're like, well, I'll come up. You're more than welcome to. And if you guys are up here, I already know that, Hash is going to tell us all about his fantastic Valentine's Day plans. But also, don't forget. I know it's been a while since we've done this show, but towards the end, when we get to the end, we are going to be doing our pizza orders. So if you want to make sure you get your pizza order in, make sure you come up to the stage. All right. Who's got Valentine's Day plans?
Well, you named me, so I would be happy to go. I have done and prepared absolutely nothing. And the only reason I can say that with such confidence is because my wife is currently in the shower and she can't hear me. Although I don't think she'd be particularly surprised to find that out. Now, our dear friend Sandra did sass me very hard yesterday about how I really, really should do something. And so I will be, going out on a jaunt on Valentine's Day, as is traditional for men, leave it to the last possible second to do something. And, I think we're literally going to get a heart-shaped pizza tonight. So I don't know if that is just because it's Pizza Friday or because my wife loves pizza or hearts, but I'm very excited about it. And then I'm going to, get my new baby to write like a fake Valentine, like, oh, hey, mom, love you so much. And that'll be cute. So it'll be cute, chocolate, no flowers, maybe some gluten-free flour. No flowers. No, none of that shit. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. I have the day off from work today, which is another delightful thing to do. So it's going to be a great Valentine's Day, just like all the rest.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think the whole idea of the Hallmark holidays are interesting ones. I had recently seen an article where the Hallmark holiday industry, as we call it, Hallmark holiday, is like a $100 or $200 billion industry, some crazy number like that. And like, man, oh man, like that just seems wild. Now, my wife, we're gonna make again, we keep it very simple. Most holidays we keep it very simple. We don't exchange a lot of gifts only because we're pretty fortunate. And, most of the time we do throughout the year, I would say we do a lot more than most. Right. And so that's a lot of our gift giving to each other is a lot of experiences. We're more about making memories than having material goods. And I think that's, that works well, that both of us, feel that way. And so again, like you, Hash, absolutely nothing prepared. With the exception of the idea that my wife is making the pizza dough this morning because I was too lazy to do it last night when I should have at like 9:15, because typically you don't really want same day dough. You kind of want to ferment a little bit, right? And so same day dough, you can do it, but it's not the most perfect thing. And so at 9:15 last night, I realized that I had not made the dough, and I was sad. But I said that there was absolutely no way at all that because my wife, again, remember, she was making the sugar cookies. There's no way that I was like going to be cleaning up all the other stuff to then remake another mess to then have to clean it back up. And so I said, no pizza dough tonight. So we are gonna do a same day dough, but I believe Whitney's gonna make it this morning. So that's, I'm there with you. And then, I mean, it's kind of tough being a one-car family. It's going to have to be like one of those, hey, can you swing by here really quick so that I could go get a little box of chocolates or a little box of, nerd Valentine's or whatever from, you know what I mean? You're just going to have to do that kind of stuff. But hey, we make do, baby. My guy Doug popping up here. What's up, Doug?
Hey, GM, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Sorry if the audio's bad, man. I'm driving. Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. I feel like you abandoned us, and I was going to put out all the hate mail and all the shit posting, and now I thought, what, I'll give you a break for 24 hours.
Thank you.
Happy Pizza Friday, everybody.
Happy pizza, man. It is good to hear your voice too. How are you feeling? Things going well?
Yeah, I'm feeling better, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Yeah, just it's lifestyle choices, man. You've got to make good lifestyle choices. Put healthier stuff in the body, and hopefully the body will be healthier. So
that's it, man. It's like,
that's where we're at.
I was thinking you say that, and I was thinking the other day. Remember when we were, kind of our mantras were healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy portfolios. I feel like we got to bring it back to that, right? Because we're almost at that phase where, if we can really focus on those mantras, man, we can really make a difference. And even saying like, after the second fight, the crypto fight night against Eric, I was feeling a little beat up, and I still have some like shoulder issue and like just sore in some places, and so I haven't really gotten back on the horse, and I feel like that it's that same kind of mentality, man. Like you get what you put in. You can take out what you put in, and that whole thing. I'm getting back to the gym. We were talking about that as a family, like going back. I think Saturday there's like an event at our gym Saturday, so we're gonna go back. And usually you go back and you get back into that routine, and all that stuff. So I think it's just getting back into the routines, making those changes so that you can feel better about what you're doing, all that kind of stuff, man. But I'll tell you what, it is so cool to be back here in the mornings and seeing, the PFPs and everybody sitting here hanging out and everybody watching the show. I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. It is great to hear everybody's voice.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, happy Valentine's to you, my guy, in the least, homosexual way possible that is accepted. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. I'll hang around for a minute, but I'll be a bit quiet because I'm driving. Noisy. I live in England. Our roads are crap.
Absolutely, brother. Safe travels out there. Stay. Remember, click it or ticket. Is that a saying that they say over in the UK?
Damn, no. We don't just get tickets here. They just like take your car away. And when you rack up a couple of points on your driving license, they take your license away.
Is it our seatbelts mandatory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get away with that twice. I think you get 6 points each time you get caught. So 12 points, you lose your license for 2 or 3 years.
You lose your license for a year. If you got caught driving without your seatbelt on twice, you will lose your license for 1 year.
Yes, or if there's 2 of you in the car with no seatbelt on, it has been known that unfortunately the driver who is responsible for the passengers wearing a seatbelt has also got the 12 points.
Damn.
Yeah, and the thing is the cops don't even have to catch you because there's a camera on every bloody street corner that will catch you. Hey.
I remember that when we were over there. I remember every stoplight that you come up to, man, oh man, you got about 15 cameras pointing in about every direction. It was wild.
Yeah, you're always being watched, always. And people were saying how bad it was in Dubai. Mate, that was not bad. That was perfect. Speaking of, when are we going back?
I know, right? There's got to be another trip sometime soon. I'm going to talk to the CFN guys and see if we can line up. I do want to do a couple more boxing matches this year, so we'll see what we can get lined
up. Keep me in the loop, brother. I can't wait.
Hell yeah. I see, was it a comment coming in from Jason over on the YouTube? Anyone notice BNB Smart Chain token staking rewards over 70% on Trust Wallet? Any idea as to why? No idea. I know BNB is going absolutely crazy with the new kind of meme coin ecosystem reboot. But as far as the staking, I don't know, man. I'd have to take a look at that. I do like Trust Wallet. I do use Trust Wallet. It's one of my.
I believe Binance or BNB owns Trust Wallet.
Right. Okay, so then that would make sense why they would have probably the best rewards on their own wallet. Jake the crypto snack says seatbelt laws are unconstitutional. Here's the deal. Like, I kind of agree with that as someone who rides motorcycles. You know what I mean? Like if I ride a motorcycle, you should be able to be exempt from wearing a seatbelt if you ride motorcycles. Because I'd be like, yo, I could go like as fast as I want on this thing that could like eject me into oblivion. That's on two wheels. But what if I'm riding on this big 4-wheel tank that's got 4 walls? Like, that should be all right. Now I get it and I understand, and everybody's gonna have their own story or whatever it is for why seatbelts save lives and all that stuff. And I do get it and I understand. And I do wear my seatbelt. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes most of the times I do. Our car is one of those annoying ones where the ding, ding, ding does not stop unless you put your seatbelt on. So, but you can like, if we're going somewhere quick, like you can just like press the red thing on the seatbelt and it'll stop the ding, ding, ding. Like if you're just like going down the street, like to do something quick. I know I'm done talking about seatbelts now, right now.
A quick little patch of complete useless information, just as you stop there, brother, is that the European Union laws have changed now, so that auto manufacturers have to limit their cars from being able to be driven past 5 miles an hour unless the seatbelts are plugged in. That is crap.
And you say Canada's communist.
Quick
life hack, J Chains.
Yes.
Find a car that is not being used and just go cut the seatbelt out and then just put that into the seatbelt. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Now I know some cars, this is not a joke, and you guys can look it up. You can fact check me because I promise I've done it before. This is a real thing. And the example is Jeep Wranglers because that's what I had. If you do some crazy video game cheat code on a Jeep Wrangler, you can absolutely deactivate that ding, ding, ding. And it's like insert the key, put it to ACC, put it in park, roll the window down, put it back into reverse, jiggle the key a few more times. And all of a sudden it's like beep, bop, boop, bop, boop. Thank you. And then you'll never hear the jingle again. But I think that you void the factory warranty the moment you do stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, like it's a Jeep Wrangler, you're taking the doors and the top off. Like, come on. Like someone said it, Jake, here we go. Let me die like a man. I'm not going to hurt anyone but myself. Give me dignity. Give me dignity in my death. Would you put that on your tombstone? Didn't wear a seatbelt. He was a risk taker. He lived his life. Oh, man. One of the best movie quotes of all time. What do you guys think? I live my life a quarter mile at a time. You guys know what that's from?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Best quote ever. It's a tie between that or if you ain't first, you're last, Ricky. I mean, these are some of the best life lessons that you can get. And they're simple and they're very easy to understand. You know what I mean? It makes sense. It helps you maybe compartmentalize things a little bit. It helps you put things into different perspectives. There's probably some other ones too that, life's a beach. Like, like the sand and the sun and the water, life's a beach. Like sometimes you just got to remember that. It's not serious. You only get one chance to live. Like do the things that make you happy. I think there's a lot of personal anecdotes that we when you ramble on like that, you start to say things, and I believe, you start to say things to yourself like that. And so I need to be living that example. And you guys know that. You saw my post this morning. So I would assume most of you did. But anyway. How's everybody feeling about crypto? Worst bull run ever. What do you guys think? How long do we have until we go up a little bit?
I think we're close. I think we're really close.
We're like on borrowed time.
A lot of the charts.
Go ahead.
Yeah. A lot of the charts that I've been looking at every day, because that's the first thing I do is look at the charts. We are on the 4-hour are starting to trend above the 50-day EMAs. And we're pushing, and we're pushing on the daily the above. We're starting to push above the 50-day EMA. So, and a lot of the death crosses have been formed from the 200 to the 50. So it's only a matter of time at this point, as far as moving up. So
you think we bottomed?
I do, yeah. On some coins, not on all coins, obviously, but on some, yes, I do believe so.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the chart here. What's you said you were looking at Bitcoin on the 4 hour originally, is what you were saying?
Bitcoin, well, see, I didn't actually pull that one up.
What chart?
Yesterday when I was looking.
What chart were you looking at?
I was looking at like XRP.
Okay, hell yeah, let's go. Shout out to my XRP.
Yeah, I don't even know why that took off. I know yesterday I did a video and that was one of my wild card picks yesterday morning.
Hell yeah!
Before it went up, and
so
literally when I got off the video,
I feel like it's because of the ETF news, right? There was like there was some other XRP stuff that was going on yesterday. One was the Grayscale thing, where the SEC, I believe, acknowledged the Grayscale XRP ETF. We have to say ETP, correct? Exchange traded product, because they are not funds; they're products here in crypto.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like something that I had learned from some kind of person who works at an agency at the Ondo thing, is that we really have to kind of be cautious about what we're saying. And I would like to go back and find that. My goal is to get the transcript of the live stream so that I can go back and really try to remember a lot of the things that they were talking about to trigger my memory, because like, again, there was some funny things that came out of it. I posted yesterday about, where they were calling crypto natives the flip-flops. So he's got the flip-flops versus the suits. I think that'd be a fun, if anybody is still, doing the generative trait NFT collections, there you go. Let's do an NFT collection to get the suits interested. So you got to do the suits versus the flip-flops. Just like a lot of like things, and there was so much information and so much that was packed into the one day, and you can only take in so much. So man, I want to like go back and rewatch every one of those live streams and read and try to figure out exactly where everything's going with it. But man, how does that relate with the XRP? There was that news about the ETP. Oh yeah, about just making sure that because who was it? I forget who. That's why I want to go back and see who was it that had that conversation about how we really have to refer to them as ETPs, not ETFs, because again, they're products, not funds. But let's see, XRP price needed for. Okay, so there's something Utah is having a strategic crypto reserve. XRP needs to get to a certain price to be included into that. SEC acknowledges the Grayscale XRP and Doge ETF. What about, okay, let's talk about this. Does Doge need an ETF or an ETP? Does it really? Anyone? Floor is open.
Yeah, I don't really follow that too much as far as that goes. So I can't provide any feedback on that.
I just don't, man, it just seems like that cheapens the whole idea of getting an ETF when you add a historic meme coin in. And then what do you guys think about that? I mean, like, what is the actual purpose of Doge? Like, what does it do? What does it have going for it? What would be the purpose of having institutional investors have that in an ETF or an ETP? What would be the point of that? And no offense to the Doge people. I was on a Doge space a couple months ago, and everybody was super bullish on Doge. And the question came to me, and I was like having a good time and playing along. But the question came to me at this point was, how excited are you for Doge to become like the currency for the US? And I started laughing. I'm like, are you fucking ridiculous? Like, that is the dumbest question anybody's ever asked me. Like, Dogecoin will never be the digital currency of the United States. And if it does, I'm leaving. That's insanity. Like, it would never. And people were laughing and people were mad, and I don't care. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, there's plenty of other options, and maybe it's a good choice, but in my world, Doge is, I'm not dealing in Doge bucks. But I would love to hear what you guys think. Mike, Modern Canadian, my G, what's up, fam?
Yo, GM. How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Going away with the family this weekend, so it'll be good. But yo, I had to come up and talk about this Doge thing, man. Just look at all meme coins. It's the best one. Like it's mineable. It has a lot of the box, hits a lot of the boxes that Bitcoin does, right? It's secure. It has, a huge hash rate. And, there's obviously a bigger supply of it, but you tokenizing culture and an ETF, you know what? Why not put an ETF? If people want to invest in it and put money into it, why the hell not? You're just offering it to customers. There's obviously demand if they want to put an ETF to it. And why not just service those customers, right? It's just a way to make money. So I don't see why, BlackRock or whoever is going to make an ETF for Doge, why not? You can make money, go and make money.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me just make sure. I believe it was Grayscale, which just seems strange, but hey, yeah. So SEC acknowledges Grayscale's XRP and Doge ETF filings. That was about 10 hours ago. That was a headline from Cointelegraph. If you are watching the live stream, there it is. I don't know what's going on with the camera today, but
any meme coin,
what's up?
I'm going to invest in any meme coin. It would be Doge because it hits a lot of those boxes for longevity with mineable, security, huge, amazing community, and it can be used as some sort of medium of exchange. I'm not going to say it's going to be the digital currency of the US, but it can be used for a medium of exchange, and it has been. I believe it was Mark Cuban used it to be able to buy Mavs gear. You were able to use Doge, I believe, last bull run.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think that's
Go ahead.
I think that's the biggest question with Doge, right? So I mean, I know what Doge has been around for a while, and it really took off when the dog itself and Elon, tweeting it out. So as far as the utility, I hear what you're saying as far as being able to use the ETF and it has you can mine it and all that, but what's the real utility going to be for the community other than just a meme, right? So I mean, I get there's a lot of money that flows in and out of that coin from the community. But I just don't see, Doge being something that can be used across different platforms as a currency. I think there's a lot better options out there than that.
Yeah, and I guess maybe to play devil's advocate in this whole thing, because I agree with you. I think it's kind of silly now. However, like if this does signal, okay, so Trump launching the Trump coin before he takes office, Trump having a meme coin, and now the institution saying, basically, and I know that we've been hearing this, there was a lot of speculation of what's going to happen with meme coins. Are all they going to zero, all that stuff. And I think at the end of the day, most meme coins that aren't worth shit are going to go to zero. But I think this is just the next step of them saying meme coins are okay and they are here to stay. And look, the institutions, while they don't have as many options, look, there's a filing for this ETF that is, meme coin based. And so it gives you the approval. And this goes back to exactly what we were saying. And I will reiterate this for anybody who missed it. For several months now, what we've been talking about is the adoption of crypto coming to us in the way of like this three-legged stool, right? And what I've been saying and the framing is that the institutions have already adopted it. They were here, and then the government was doing it, and then the retail came in. But I think we just had the first two parts switched. Institutions, while they've been messing around with it, they've been making themselves more familiar with it. They were still afraid of it, right? But so now that the government has come out and said, we're seeing not only our governments around the world are starting to say that this is tech and this crypto stuff is a-okay. Now, even though, again, learning what I learned at the Ondo thing, she's the VP of ETFs over at BlackRock. Samara Cohen, great conversation she had. Her whole thing was back in I want to say in 2022 was what she talked about. It was like back when she was buying Bitcoin in 2020. This lady from BlackRock, it took her 2 minutes to buy it on her phone, right? And kind of like in the whole segue of it was like now she can do it faster, right? Like the tech is moving and advancing, and so that whole thing. And so we're seeing all of these things change, and so. Again, now that the government has said that it's okay, and they are saying it's okay, the institutions are playing by the same rules. So this meme coin filing, while at the beginning of this conversation I thought it was ridiculous, I think it is just a door opener to more capacity in the meme coin space and how it brings in regulation that I believe that we need. And I know people are going to cry about decentralization here, but let's go back to the broccoli conversation. The moment fucking CZ drops his dog's name, there's 1,000 broccoli coins. Like, that in real life can't happen. Like, nobody drops 100 stocks the moment something geopolitically happens in the world. Like, that's just not a real thing. Like, we have to remove that bullshit, because it's stuff like that that gives this entire industry the bad rap and reputation and perception is of just straight up money grabs and scams. Because right now that's kind of what it is money grabs and scams. And everybody gets lucky here and there, but unless you're putting money into actual investing versus shitcoin gambling. Mike, go ahead, brother.
So it's weird, and I understand who was saying, but like, it's not going to be the currency. But like, I look at meme coins, I look at like the cryptocurrency ecosystem as like almost like trading different currencies. Every ecosystem, every platform is its own currency, its own country per se. Like, just like trading the pound or whatever. And we're upgrading our financial system. We're changing the face of our financial system. Whereas now with meme coins, you can monetize culture, which you could never tokenize culture before, because now you can. So like, Taylor Swift would come out with a coin because what is her culture worth? What's the value of her network? And you can never really get that other than concerts and selling records and merch and whatever. But now you can actually tokenize the actual culture itself, and you can trade that currency to whatever the fuck you want, whatever the medium of exchange is for you, whether it be dollars, Bitcoin, Ethereum, because you have these bridges and these swaps and DeFi that exist. And that's kind of like, you talk about decentralization. That is decentralization, because everybody can get in where they fit in, essentially, and get involved in whatever the fuck they want to do, and be involved in meme coins, and put that medium of exchange it to whatever the fuck the currency exchange will be for whatever you value. You value Bitcoins, I value Bitcoin, and I can swap it. We can trade amongst each other using DeFi and X's and all that.
Boom.
That's actually, I like your perception of that. That's actually the way you conveyed that is perfect. I didn't really think about that until you just brought that up. That's a good point, right? About the culture of the meme coin and being able to swap it. Like, it's, if you really break it down and you're looking at one meme to another meme, or a meme to a blockchain, and you're swapping it, it's really the same type of instrument. You get down to the basics. Just swapping one instrument for another. I don't know. Yeah, I liked how you put that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying thank you.
Okay. So do we think, now let's take it another step further, and not like conspiracy wise or whatever. So say it's not to give meme exposure, say it's pressure from the administration because it's Elon, and Elon wants his token to have the ETF. And again, this is probably not the actual thing, but let's just go with it, because again, they've created this efficiency department, the Department of Government Efficiency, named Doge. And we know historically Elon Musk he's like Doge's biggest promoter, right? I don't know if he's a bag holder still. I don't know the ins and outs of all of that. He's just got some weird obsession with it. Do you think that has anything to do with it, or is it strictly to give institutions some meme coin exposure?
I think it's just marketing. I honestly, like, Elon's view of Doge is he thinks it's a joke. It's funny. It's ironic, because he thinks, like, can you imagine this coin being made as a joke against Bitcoin actually becomes useful and becomes one of the best coins overall. So like, he's the king of memes. So of course, why would he not try to actually give it some of that utility and make it actual viable coin, which was made as a joke? And look at all the things that are made as, look at fucking fart coin, fart boy, all these things that were made as a joke. The crypto, or I think it was Unicorn Fart Dust, which was some boomer that like was making fun of crypto, and it did so well. All these things that are like poking fun at crypto tend to do very well.
It's interesting, right? When you think about it, and this is probably definitely a conversation we can have in depth about the whole thing. It's like, but you really, it's interesting what sends and what doesn't, right? You've got, and let's just take for example, all of the derivatives that show up, and sometimes, these may go on just there, nothing will happen for a while, and then all of a sudden you see like a coin like God, what have I seen recently that does this? I don't know. It's just anyway, whatever. I lost my point.
I think I agree with you with what you're saying about Doge. I think Elon, he did it as a joke, you know what I mean? And then now he's seen the sort of the community rally behind the coin. And now I think with how much the community has rallied behind it and the market cap being so high, he's just seeing an opportunity to bring out that ETF, right? Because it just brings more value to the community. The community is supporting the coin, and we know Elon's all about democracy, right? We know he's all about helping people. So I think that was just part of the essence of the filing. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But
is that then something when we do open up? Because I haven't seen anything more about our strategic reserve, our basket, our digital asset basket. But do we feel like we'll have meme coin exposure in that? If we're going to put Doge into an ETF, do you think our federal government would put Doge into a digital asset stockpile?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I mean, like, just because of the exposure that memes have gotten, a lot of negative influence around it because of the pump and dumps, right? So I just don't see the government doing that. But I've been shocked many times with what has been said and what has been done. So it also wouldn't surprise me if that happened, considering Trump releasing his meme coin, right? And I think that's interesting in itself that he released that, because I think he's seen Dogecoin, and since he's close to Elon, I think there was some influence there, and maybe with Barron, his son, right, pushing that out to him, probably that he wanted to, get some exposure to that, since now that he's pushing that agenda forward with the crypto space. I don't know. I don't think so though.
So I want to say no, but on the other hand, when you have the whole mining, like it's literally an industry on its own. And you look at like Bitcoin mining, how profitable it could be if it continues to stay profitable. And there hasn't been a bull cycle that Dogecoin has been around that hasn't hit a new all-time high yet. Until that doesn't happen, we have to assume that it's going to continue to hit all-time highs.
Wild to think. So where was this thing founded? So if you go on, it doesn't show me anything on like Wikipedia. I'll share this tab so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. I don't see where this thing was founded at. Is it a US base, or was this thing, because I know this guy, so one guy's from Australia, one guy was from New York. So where is this technically? Does anyone know where this is technically housed at? Is this US based? Would this be considered US based? Anyone?
I can't speak on that. I have no clue.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I don't see anything else in here where if they have, at least on this Wikipedia page, it says, like, when the AI overview on Google says Dogecoin was founded in 2013 by Jackson Palmer and Billy Marcus in Sydney, Australia, and Armonk, New York, respectively. So, okay, so where's the company address? Is there a such thing? Anyway, that's there's some homework. We'll talk about it some other time, because
on the website, if you go to the Dogecoin Foundation and you go to their about page, it says a little bit of information. You can see the foundation is actually registered in the United States and Illinois.
Okay.
But they also have some registered addresses in London, Australia. So it's sort of Wales. So I don't know. There's several different registrations they have in a couple different countries here. So
Let's see this. All
it
right.
doesn't say who the members or nothing are for the history. It just says that the members of the Dogecoin team in 2014. So
It is operating in the U.S. as the Dogecoin Foundation and Much Wow Inc. Oh, here, let me make sure. Oh, yeah, we're watching this one. Registered in good old Elgin, Illinois. I know where that is. I grew up in Naperville, Illinois. Registered address. You got London, Illinois here in the United States, and then Australia. So it's decentralized, baby. So we'll see. Highly doubtful that it makes an asset stockpile, but it's making an ETF. There you go. All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hey, Mamma Mia, Papa Mia, time to order some pizzeria. Hash, my guy. I'm gonna start with you today. What kind of pizza you want?
Oh my God, it's so good to be back. I'm going to enjoy my mustard pizza. Dear friend Sandra, yet again.
I love that. We love and it's got to be French's mustard. You can't be using Heinz. I saw that on a post. It was like there was a little squabble that she is a French's mustard only kind of gal. So shout out to our Sandra. Mike, Modern Canadian, my guy. What kind of pizza are you looking for today?
Dude, I'm going to Windsor this weekend, so I'm gonna get me some Windsor pizza, some specialty, probably some like pepperoni, bacon, and red onions.
Whew. Is that where they slice the pepperoni? No.
What was that?
What's the where they slice they julienne the pepperoni so it's like got more spread across the whole pizza? Where is that?
Oh,
in Canada?
They shred the pepperoni. That's in Windsor. Yeah, shred the pepperonis in Windsor and they bake it into the cheese.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that pepperoni hits a little differently when you do that. I was a big fan, by the way, of that move of the sliced up peps. Love that. Well, I gotta go hit the button again. Hang on. A little bit more challenging now that that's not on my desk. Crypto Cracker, my guy. What kind of pizza you want today?
I think I'm gonna take a pepperoni with some pineapple. Yeah,
that sounds wonderful. We definitely love pepperoni and pineapple pizza around here. I am going to be doing pepperoni pizza. It is going to definitely be shaped in a heart because we are going to make it ourselves and probably throw a little arugula and some balsamic glaze on top of that because I'm going to throw my pinky out. It's date night. And then we are going to follow that up with a little ice cream and a family movie night. So I appreciate you guys so much. There we go. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out and coming back for the Web3 Breakfast. We'll be back next Friday for sure. If anything changes, I will let you know if we're going to do any other shows throughout the week. But no 4 p.m. show today, as you guys know, because it is Friday. I got to go home and get my pizza. But we'll be back on Monday at 4 p.m. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Do what you can to make yourself a little bit better every single day. As you guys know, that's something that is my mantra, something I live by, that is something I am channeling extremely hard right now, is that I've got to just keep pushing forward. You guys understand a little bit of kind of what's going on in my life. And I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. We will be back on Monday. Adios, mi amigos.